Chosen one. This group ganged up on you to make you remove yourself, but someone is now seeing. You need to hear this fully, because if you turn away now, you may miss the very moment your breakthrough begins, and the truth finally comes into the light. I am telling you clearly that what happened to you was not random. It was a deliberate effort by a group who felt threatened by your presence, your peace, and your quiet strength. They tried to push you out, to make you feel like you did not belong, to make you question your worth, until you chose to walk away on your own. But I have been watching everything, every word, every silence, every hidden intention behind their actions. And now, someone is beginning to see what truly happened. Someone is noticing what they tried to hide. Type Amen if you agree. You felt it in your spirit long before your mind could explain it. That strange shift in how they treated you. The sudden coldness, the whispers that stopped when you entered the room. You tried to ignore it at first, hoping it was just a misunderstanding, hoping things would return to how they used to be. But instead, the pressure grew stronger, the distance became clearer, and you found yourself standing alone in a place where you once felt welcomed. They wanted you to feel uncomfortable enough to leave, to remove yourself so their hands would appear clean. But I saw how you stayed strong, how you kept your dignity, even when it hurt deeply. There is a reason you must stay with this truth right now, because what is about to unfold will bring clarity, healing, and a restoration you did not expect. Within the first moments of this shift, I ask you to show your faith and support this moment by liking this video, because your simple action opens the door for this truth to reach deeper into your life and the lives of others who need it. I am not asking for attention, I am asking for alignment, because when you align with truth, I move on your behalf in ways you cannot see yet. What they did was not about you being weak, it was about them recognizing something in you that they could not control. Your presence carried a quiet authority, a light that made their darkness uncomfortable. Instead of growing, instead of changing themselves, they chose to push you out. They believed that removing you would restore their comfort, but they did not understand that what I placed inside you cannot be erased by human actions. You may have questioned yourself during that time, wondering if you did something wrong, replaying conversations in your mind, searching for answers that never came. That confusion was part of the pressure they created, a way to make you doubt your own reality. But I am telling you now, you were not the problem. You were the mirror that showed them what they did not want to face within themselves. And now, someone is watching. Someone who was silent before is beginning to see the truth behind the situation. This person is not influenced by the same fear or insecurity, and their eyes are opening to what really happened. They are seeing the patterns, the behavior, the way things unfolded around you. This is not a coincidence. This is a turning point that I have arranged. Type 777 if you trust God. The truth does not stay hidden forever, no matter how carefully it is covered. I have a way of bringing things into the light at the exact moment when it will have the greatest impact. What was done in secret begins to reveal itself through small signs, through conversations, through realizations that cannot be ignored. And the one who is now seeing will not be able to unsee what has been revealed. You may feel tired from carrying the weight of that experience, from pretending that everything was fine when inside you felt hurt and confused. But I want you to understand that your endurance was not in vain. Every moment you chose peace over reaction. Every time you held your character instead of lowering yourself to their level, you were building something far greater than you realized. They expected you to break, to react, to give them a reason to justify what they were doing, but you did not give them that satisfaction. You walked through it with quiet strength, even when it felt like no one noticed. I noticed. I saw every effort you made to stay grounded, every time you chose silence instead of conflict, every moment you held on to your integrity. Now the shift is beginning. The one who is seeing will become a witness to the truth. This is how restoration starts, not with loud announcements, but with quiet realizations that grow stronger each day. You do not need to fight for your name. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone. I am handling what you cannot control. There is a reason I allowed you to go through this, and it was not to harm you, but to reveal who was truly aligned with you and who was not. What feels like rejection was actually protection. What felt like isolation was actually separation from what could not go with you into your next season. You were not removed, you were redirected. As this truth continues to unfold, you will begin to see things differently. The pain will start to make sense, the confusion will turn into clarity, and the silence will be replaced with understanding. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are certainly not alone. I am with you, guiding every step, even when you cannot see the path clearly. You may not even know who this person is yet, and that is part of the process. Sometimes the one who sees is not the loudest voice in the room, but the one who observes quietly. They are not driven by emotions or group pressure, but by truth. As they continue to watch and reflect, their understanding will deepen. And when they speak, their words will carry weight, because they come from clarity, not confusion. Why is an NYC neuroscientist breaking their silence about a hidden brain ritual? Reports say their attorneys are trying to shut this page down after CIA-linked research revealed a brainwave method connected to attracting money. This 7-second practice, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people move away from financial stress into more stable lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. If you are seeing this now, consider yourself lucky, because this page may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. I want you to understand something important about what you went through. The pressure you felt was real, but it was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to refine you. You were being strengthened in ways you did not fully understand at the time. Your patience, your restraint, your ability to walk away without bitterness, these are not weaknesses, they are signs of your growth. There were moments when you felt like reacting, like defending yourself, like exposing everything that was happening, but something held you back. That was me guiding you, protecting you from making choices that could have entangled you deeper in that situation. I was preserving your peace, even when you felt like you were losing everything else. Now look at where you are. You are no longer surrounded by that same energy. You are not constantly dealing with the tension, the silent hostility, or the hidden agendas. That distance is not a loss, it is a gift. It created space for something better to enter your life. It gave you room to breathe, to think, and to reconnect with who you truly are. The group that tried to push you out believed that their unity gave them power. But their unity was built on insecurity, not truth. And anything built on that foundation cannot last. It may appear strong for a moment, but it eventually begins to crack. Small disagreements will arise, trust will weaken, and the same tactics they used against you will begin to turn on each other. You will not need to be present for this to happen. You do not need to witness it directly. I am handling it in ways that go beyond what your eyes can see. The same patterns they used will reveal themselves again, but this time there will be no one to carry the weight like you did, and that will expose the truth even more clearly. Type yes to receive miracles. The one who is seeing will play a key role in this unfolding. They will begin to question what they once accepted without thought. They will remember moments that did not sit right with them. They will see the difference between how you carried yourself and how others behaved. This comparison will bring clarity that cannot be ignored. And when they finally speak or act on what they have realized, it will shift the atmosphere completely. The narrative that was quietly built against you will begin to collapse. The assumptions, the half-truths, the silent judgments will lose their power. Truth has a way of dismantling everything that was built on lies. You might wonder why this did not happen sooner. You might feel like you had to carry the burden alone for too long. But timing matters. If the truth had come out earlier, it would not have been received in the same way. People were not ready to see it then. Their minds were influenced, their perceptions clouded. But now, things are different. I have been working behind the scenes, aligning events, shifting perspectives, and preparing the right moment for this revelation. Nothing was delayed without purpose. Every step was part of a larger plan that you could not fully see. And now, that plan is beginning to reveal itself. You are not meant to return to that same place in the same way. Even as truth comes out, your path is moving forward. This is not about going back and reclaiming what was lost. It is about stepping into something new, something that aligns with who you are becoming. The past is being resolved so your future can be clear. There is a peace that is coming to you, a deep sense of understanding that will replace the confusion you once felt. You will no longer question your worth or your place. You will see clearly that what happened was not a reflection of your value, but a reflection of their limitations. And as this realization settles within you, you will feel lighter. The weight you carried will begin to lift. The questions that once troubled your mind will no longer hold the same power. You will stand in a place of quiet confidence, knowing that you did not lose anything that was meant for you. What is meant for you cannot be taken by others, no matter how hard they try. They may delay it, they may attempt to redirect it, but they cannot stop it. I am the one who determines your path, and I do not make mistakes. What I have planned for you is still intact. Stay grounded in this truth. Do not let lingering thoughts pull you back into old emotions. You are not in that place anymore. You have moved forward, even if it does not always feel that way. And as the truth continues to unfold, you will see just how far you have come. The one who is seeing will continue to gain clarity, and their awareness will become a turning point. You do not need to control how it happens. You do not need to guide it. Just trust that I am working through them in ways that will bring the truth to light. This is not the end of your story. This is the moment where everything begins to shift in your favor. What was hidden is being revealed. What was misunderstood is being clarified. And what was meant to push you out is now becoming the very thing that confirms you were always meant to rise above it. This is the quiet work I have been doing within you, healing what others could not see. You are not the same person who went through that experience. You are stronger, clearer, and more grounded. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. What if a top neuroscientist just revealed a method helping thousands of people attract money into their lives? Research connected to the CIA suggests a simple brainwave ritual can influence how you notice and act on opportunities. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift from financial pressure to improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There were days when you wondered why you had to face that kind of treatment. You questioned why you were singled out, why the tension seemed to follow you, even when you tried to stay peaceful. But I need you to understand that what you carried was different. You brought a presence that disrupted what was hidden, and that kind of presence is often resisted before it is respected. The group did not fully understand what they were doing. They acted from insecurity, from fear, from a need to protect their own comfort. But their actions still had an impact on you, and I do not ignore that. I saw the nights when you felt alone, the moments when you doubted yourself, the times when you stayed silent, even though your heart was full. Every part of your experience matters to me. What you are seeing now is the beginning of a reversal, not in a loud or dramatic way, but in a steady and undeniable shift. The one who is seeing the truth is not acting alone. Their awareness is part of a larger movement that I am guiding. Others will begin to notice small details, small inconsistencies, small moments that do not add up. And those small things will grow into something much bigger. You may feel a quiet sense of justice rising, but I want you to stay grounded. This is not about revenge or proving anyone wrong. This is about truth standing on its own. When truth is clear, it does not need to fight. It simply reveals what was already there. And when that happens, everything else begins to fall into place. You were never meant to shrink yourself to fit into that environment. You were never meant to lower your light to make others comfortable. What they tried to remove was the very thing that makes you unique. And now, as you step forward, that same quality will begin to attract the right people, the right opportunities, and the right environment. Type 2222 to receive miracles. There is something important happening within you right now. You are learning to trust yourself again. After everything you went through, that trust may have been shaken. You may have second-guessed your instincts, your feelings, your understanding of people, but I am restoring that trust, piece by piece, moment by moment. You will begin to notice it in small ways. A stronger sense of clarity when you enter a situation, a deeper understanding of people's intentions without needing proof, a calm confidence in your decisions. These are signs that you are reconnecting with the strength I placed inside you. The truth that is coming out will not only clear your name, it will also confirm your growth. You will see that you handled things better than you thought. You will realize that your silence was not weakness, but wisdom. You will understand that walking away was not losing, it was choosing peace over chaos. The group that once seemed united will begin to face its own reality. Without you there to absorb the tension, to balance the energy, to carry the weight, things will start to shift. Small cracks will appear in their dynamic, misunderstandings will grow, trust will weaken, and the same discomfort they tried to place on you will begin to circulate among them. You do not need to be involved in this process. You do not need to watch it or wait for it. I am handling it in a way that keeps you protected and at peace. Your role is not to return to that situation, but to continue moving forward into what I have prepared for you. There is a new environment forming around you, even if you cannot see it clearly yet. New connections, new opportunities, new spaces where you will feel seen and valued. This is not a replacement, it is an upgrade. It aligns with the person you are becoming, not the person you were. You may still feel moments of hesitation, moments where the past tries to pull you back. That is natural. Healing is a process, and it does not happen all at once. But each day, you are moving further away from that old experience and closer to something better. The one who is seeing the truth will continue to grow in their awareness. They will not be able to ignore what they have realized, and their perspective will influence others in ways that create a ripple effect.